It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the GOAT, Tom Brady. He's coming off a strong week, finishing with 350 yards passing. It's the Mounties and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
First opened in 2002. There's... The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Lawrence.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, here for the short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Gets around him, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Lawrence. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 18 carries, 89 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. On second and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown!
Jalen Reagor.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And the drive was polished off on the touchdown catch by Jalen Reagor. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 36,
Lawrence. This ball complete to Rager. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Brady now on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw, it's Brady. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Lawrence's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Hunt will try going up the middle. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Swings this out for Hunt.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On third down, here's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. They run for it with Hunt, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. He's got Harris running the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They go play action now. Lawrence finding Harris on back-to-back plays. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story. And, wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Toronto's offense ready to take over. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And this one too low. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that hits the right upright and caroms away.
It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Brady.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Brady.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Mounties are back within a score. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Remember today they've had issues in the kicking game. Maybe that came into play there.
That goes into your analytics. You know, people always talk about should you, shouldn't you, what are the numbers? Well, part of your analytics is knowing your team. And with the issues they've had in the kicking game so far, the better play, keep your offense on the field and go for it. And that's exactly what they did.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
On the delay, here's Hines.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Brady now to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Brady, and this is incomplete. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Brady. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Again, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run again with Hines. And some space here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. On play action. Now Brady. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. From the gun on third down, Brady. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Gets this to his running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Mounties are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. A carry here for Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Lawrence will throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here from 28 yards out. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Brady going to try and throw on third down. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Brady, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Draw play. This is Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 8 yards out. And the Mounties have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run again with Hunt. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, here's Agnew. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brady to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they've got to go thank the guys on D.
They run right side with Hunt.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And he completes it to Hunt. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hunt. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Kareem Hunt
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and Kareem Hunt the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. To throw is Brady.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Harris now to return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. Oh, nice move. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now Brady, this one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. So here come the Lions now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Hunt will try going up the middle. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Detroit, it's a rare win, just their 2nd in these first 8 games.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.